times a day should you eat?
3.
How many times a day? Answer? 3 what? Meals per day. All right, I know the book says plus a snack, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit. 3 meals a day. So who's heard before or heard someone say or was told, you should eat 5 or 6 small meals a day. Keep your metabolism up. Keep your blood sugars level. That's BS. Okay? Don't believe that. Okay? Imagine this. I mean, the best thing you can tell an obese person is this. Eat 6 times a day. Hell yeah! I like that diet. It's like saying to an alcoholic, listen, I've got 6 minis. And you just need to pace them out throughout the day, okay? You know, it makes no sense. In fact, does anyone know where that rule came from? 6 times a day? Bodybuilders. It came from bodybuilders. When they would eat 6 times a day, they would get ready for shows. They were trying to actually gain weight and bulk up. Who here wants to gain weight and bulk up? See, what's happened is we've taken that information and we've put it into a dieting framework that's totally misperceived, totally wrong. You don't need any of that stuff. In fact, you need exclusion from food. Now, I'm sure you're a great worker, a great real estate agent, a great mom, the world's best dad. Yes?
Sure.
But when it comes to food choices, you're not so good. Is that true?
Yep. True.
All right. So I have to limit what you eat 3 times a day. All right? And so let's break it down real fast. For breakfast, it needs to be what?
Smoothie.
Green smoothie. And why is it called green?
Because it has greens in it.
Leafy greens, right? Leafy greens. Is the color green?
No.
Did you screw up if it's like putty colored or poo-poo colored? No.
Baby
It's
poo.
what you put in it. So it's green smoothie. Now, how often should you do it?
29 out of 30 days.
29 out of 30 days is the Dr. V way. Some days I'm traveling, you just don't have time or don't, whatever, but most days you better. 3 days a week?
No.
Not going to get you there, right? Doesn't give you that steady nutrition that you really need. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, and what is lunch typically?
Thinking
salad.
You can say big ass, that's all right. That's a medical term in this clinic. Y'all all suffer from big ass. That's okay, big ass salads,
Big booty salad.
right? Now that's pre-op, right? Or people who aren't having surgery, Bonnie and your support people and everybody, right? You can have as much of a salad as you want. Now you can top it, because people say, what about the protein? Top it with lean protein. Does that make sense?
Yep.
But the salad's the start. Now, post-op, it's a little big-ass salad, right? So it can be the palm of your hand because the greens scrunch down. Usually your whole meal is just the palm of your hand, but a salad can be your whole hand because the greens will scrunch down. Does that make sense? Now, if you're pre-op, you can start practicing this already, trying to limit yourself and see what life's going to be like afterwards. So just hand size. Okay? Now, if you don't have a salad for lunch, you must have it when? Dinner. That'll be my dinner tonight. It's my salad with some stuff on it, right? But if you had a salad for lunch, what's your dinner going to be? First of all, big or small? Small. You don't need a big meal right before you go to sleep. It's really bad for your digestive system. Your body doesn't use the nutrients. It's ready to go to sleep. So you only need a small dinner, small meal that focuses on what?
Lean
Proteins again. Right? Okay, that's it. Number 2, that's what you're going to eat. So when it comes to snacking, what's the answer?
Don't. Not unless you're diabetic.
No, not even if you're diet. That's in the book. That's in the book.
Yes.
The idea is to get. Usually, what I've found now in the time is that the diabetics, they feel the need to snack. 1, they were told that, but 2, we need to decrease their medicines faster. So they're getting hypoglycemic because it's not because they need a snack. It's because they're still on too many medicines. Does that make sense? So I'd rather see my diabetic stop snacking and be more aggressive with their doctors about getting them off the metformin or whatever. So really, rule is really no snacking. Okay. Now, why no snacking?
Because we don't, well.
Cannot trust you with food. There is no healthy snacks for someone who's obese. Because y'all will talk yourself into anything that's healthy. Well, it's got nuts on it. It's Mom, it's apple pie. Like, would you, like, you know? It's got blueberries on it, but it's blueberry pancakes. You know, it's not healthy. Does that make sense? And it's not long before those apple slices become what? Apple pie!
Caramel apples.
I'm stressed out. It's Thanksgiving. Oh, it's left over. I don't want it to go to waste. But you're already in the snacking habit. Does that make sense? So the best thing is to just not snack. Just don't do it. There's one exception. This is the first time you guys are going to hear this. One exception. Does anyone know?
Fruit.
No. Well, that's no fair because he was here yesterday. The only time you're allowed to have a snack is when you're doing a strenuous activity. In preparation for a strenuous activity, you can have a snack. Or you can take it with you. Like if you're going hiking in the mountains, you need to bring something to snack on. Because by the time you get up to that hill or that top or that peak, you're going to be hungry. You're going to need the energy. You're fueling your body. You're not snacking because you're bored or you're lonely or you're just used to it or you're watching a movie or it's your favorite Netflix, whatever. You're snacking because you just burned a bunch of calories and you need to refuel your body. So that's the difference. You're
Fueling.
refueling. Okay. And number 3 is shit ton of water. That's what you need. Your body's mostly water. You should be sipping all day long. All day long. You need to always carry water with you. I walk in almost every day with a jug of my water. Right? And you're just sipping it all as you go. And most of y'all are good about that, right? Now, how much is too much? Well, there really isn't too much. You really want to try to get clear urine. That's pee-pee for some of y'all, right? Now, I drink so much water, I could urinate into your glass. You would never know it.
Yes, I would.
Just kidding. It's not quite that white, but you want it slightly yellow? That's fine. Now, here's another question. How often should you be going to the bathroom to tinkle? Yeah, about every hour and a half, 2 hours at the most.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be tinkling, right? That means, does that mean you're drinking too much?
No.
No, it means what? Your body is
Hydrated.
working right. Your kidneys are doing what they're supposed to do. Now watch this. Who here before you met me, before you started drinking a bunch of water, used to go all day without peeing? Maybe only go to the bathroom once or twice a day while at work. I see a lot of y'all. And you, when you start drinking water, getting hydrated, you should, but Dr. Fong, I'm going to the bathroom all the time. I'm doing the little pee-pee dance. I'm like, yeah, that's right. You're supposed to be. It means your body's working. When you weren't peeing is when your body was shutting down, trying to hold on to water because you're dehydrated. Does that make sense? And then we make all sorts of excuses and reasons like, but my work, my boss is so mean, he won't let me have a bathroom break. I'm like, really?
Wear a diaper.
Wear a diaper?
Carry a bottle.
Put in a Foley? No, they will let you go pee if you're hydrated. In fact, it'd be a great opportunity to educate your boss, wouldn't it? Say, boss, do you realize we're supposed to pee every hour and a half, 2 hours? In fact, I'd be a better worker for you if I could go pee. It means my brain's hydrated. Does that make sense? In fact, we've done studies. You can't sit more than about 30 minutes trying to focus on one task anyway. You should be getting up and doing different things every 30 minutes. Right? Okay. So that's really the meal plan. Now the last thing is I'm going to say this for you guys. This is basically what I do. I thought a long time about no snacking because I was like, can I tell them that? Because when I was learning about bariatrics, they told me you got to eat 5-6 times a day, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. And then I thought about it for a long time, and I said, you know, I don't really snack. And remember, Dr. V's promise to you is this, like, I never tell you to do something I don't do. So I said, well, dang, since I don't snack, I can tell them not to snack. Is that right? Because I have green smoothies every morning, I can tell them to have green smoothies. It's not like I'm telling y'all to eat crappy green smoothies and salads a day, and I'm over here like hoarding the food, like, oh, I have a special secret Asian diet. I'm not teaching y'all. I'm teaching y'all what I do. Fair enough? Sound good?
Yes.
Is that helpful?
Yes.